Good day, everyone. So I don't know about you guys, but on my YouTube feed, all I see is should you pull for Ganyu or videos about like is Ganyu still relevant? Ganyu main DPS? Why you should have Ganyu? Has Ganyu fallen off? Etc. etc. So let's cut out all the nonsense. What you see on screen: Constellation Zero Ganyu, Triple Crowned Ganyu. This will be what I would imagine a typical well-built free-to-play Ganyu can do. Of course, someone in chat will have a better built Ganyu. I accept it. It will always be someone better. But I want to give you guys the sort of typical, the average, this is what you can actually expect, not the YouTube showcase version. So what are we going to do? If you don't know how Ganyu works, well, you want to run it in some sort of melt comp. So let's get at it. So we want to quickly use our quick normal attacks to reduce the enemy's resistance, cause Bennett, Xiangling, and oh yeah, I forgot to mention, if you really want to run Ganyu, you need a shield. So this is the thing about Ganyu. Her big weakness, and it's the same weakness cliches, they've got very low health pools and they've got very low defense. And if your Ganyu has like more than 15k HP, well, then there must be like something in the build that's not entirely correct, unless of course you prefer it. But the thing is, with such a low HP pool, having a Zhongli shield or a Daona shield that you can properly manage is absolutely critical. Now let's assume you've got the shield. So what is so great about Ganyu? Well, the thing is, she sort of has a very high consistent base damage. Now this is what makes her really great, because she's not as dependent on her elemental skill and elemental burst as pretty much 90% of a Genshin cast is. So if there's ever an enemy that, let's say, has like the slowing water effect, or an enemy that increases your cooldowns on your elemental burst or decreases elemental burst damage or whatever, then obviously Ganyu is a top tier pick. And that is really, really good. But of course, the thing about Ganyu is where she provides you that consistent damage, other characters provide you like a bigger burst of damage, and depending on what context you're in, this can either be a positive or a negative. So obviously this is where I like Ayaka more, because I can just quickly stack all my buffs, get the Ayaka ult done, and then quickly reset. Whereas with Ganyu, you need to be doing consistent damage. So you guys can see it's about every 2 seconds we get off a charged shot. So it's all about this consistency, consistency, consistency. And of course, if I didn't have Xiangling or Bennett right here, then my Ganyu would be doing, I did check it against Masanori, about 12 and 21 on her charge attack, so that's on the second charge level. As you can see, it scales quite well. You definitely get a lot more damage from Melt, and of course from Bennett, which is really, really nice. And that's typically the other thing about Ganyu. You're not going to get success with her in the Spiral Abyss if you don't build a team around her. Now, I know there is someone on the internet that has done an F2P Ganyu C0 9-star clear of the current Spiral Abyss. Yeah, you get those people. But let's be honest, your Ganyu is not going to be like that. You're not going to have a Polar Star or an Amos bow. You're at best going to have a Skyward Harp like I have. I don't even have an Amos bow. So realistically, what you can expect is you need to build a good Xiangling. You still need to build a good team around your Ganyu, and that's what a lot of people don't tell you. And hence I come back to my point, no character in this game is unconditionally good. If you put a proper team next to a character, you can make that character shine. I mean, there have been even examples on YouTube where people use an F2P C0 prototype Amber Kokomi, and they've sort of cleared the Spiral Abyss using her as the main driver of, let's say, a Taser comp, or as part of like the Sukokomon team, etc., etc. And what this sort of just points out to you is that there are different ways for us to sort of get the goal done. And hence, if you like Ganyu, if you like what you've seen here, if you like what you've seen on other channels, and you get a very good sense of what Ganyu might be like if you don't have her, then obviously pull for her if you like her. I mean, at the end of the day, this is your game. You're the one sinking potentially hundreds of hours into this, making this almost like a daily hobby. So there's no point in listening to what other people tell you to pull for. But it all depends on whether you're going to be happy at the end of the day. And hence, I don't have any sort of opinions either way about pulling or not pulling, is Ganyu falling off, etc., etc., Ganyu is going to be relevant. Like most of these characters, as long as you put in the proper time to make them shine, and you are happy to make them shine in the way they do, then they're going to make you happy, you're going to feel happy, and that's all that matters. So yeah guys, that's just my sort of overview on Ganyu, and nothing too deep or technical. I just wanted to sort of share this and a bit of gameplay. Cheers.